Queen, and today I want to talk about the SEC lawsuit and Ripple's CEO decides on Dubai expansion. Look at this. The SEC lawsuit is going to cost around $200 million. Dang, I would have started up in Dubai to begin with, but you know, that's Brad Garlinghouse trying to be, I don't know, a patriot to the United States. Hey, sometimes it doesn't pay. The United States often has too many regulations, and that's why a lot of companies don't do business with the United States. Don't know that? Look that up. It's a fact. We have way too many regulations in the United States, and the SEC is one of them. And in my opinion, most of them are corrupt. Anyway, let's just move on to this. But it's the crypto business in this country has been on the receiving end of the crackdown by the SEC. Yes, it has. And this week's Dubai FinTech Summit, Garlinghouse was a keynote speaker, and he dropped this announcement, and it caught the attention of the crypto community. Why? Because MENA, that's Middle East, North Africa, it's a big environment for them. It's at least 20%. So why wouldn't you go to a country that's crypto friendly? The UAE, which is where Dubai is located, United Arab Emirates, is it's very crypto friendly. There's a lot of crypto friendly places in Europe, Malta, Portugal. There's a few places around this world that are much more crypto friendly, let's say, in terms of doing business and for taxes for people who work with crypto. So why not, right? So interesting that he threw it down at the FinTech event, but hey, the ongoing legal battle with the U.S. financial watchdog. And, you know, we all know I don't like Gary Gensler very much, and I think he should have resigned a while ago. In fact, why did they even bring that guy on? I'm not quite clear, but here we are. So the SEC accuses Ripple and its founders of a securities law violation, and we're still awaiting how that's going to resolve. But this is a brilliant move on their part. Frankly, they should have done it a while ago, because a lot of what they do, let me see if I can find it here. I just had it. Might be this other article here. Yeah. Billions of dollars have been transacted to and from MENA customers through ODL, on-demand liquidity, since its launch. Look at this, 156 trillion worth of cross-border payment flows in 2022 alone. That's an intense amount of cash flow and crypto flow, right? So, you know, it's really hard to say why we're still standing here in America dealing with the SEC. Again, I would have set up out of this country to begin with, but maybe he was just trying to be a patriot. Maybe it's where he lives and his family, and he was just trying to do the right thing. Who knows why he did that, but things have been things, and by things I mean XRP has been in usage with a lot of the financial institutions that they do business with. Over 300 alliances have been made since this whole SEC, before SEC in 2020, and after. They have made alliances all around the world, mostly in Europe and MENA countries, and so why not move? I just don't even understand it. It would take a lot of, how do you say it? A lot of trust in the U.S. judicial system and the SEC to want to stay here, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm scrolling up and down on this, but I will link all these articles in here so you can read them yourself. Last year, Garlinghouse explicitly said that the crypto company will move to another country if it failed to secure a win in the ongoing battle with the SEC. Well, this is where we pushed them. So the SEC, by being the blankheads that they are, push this, and all the laws on their side, the facts are on their side, and they'll just have to lose the jurisdiction and move to Dubai. This in my opinion, will strengthen the whole XRP movement to rocket. I think it's going to happen after the SEC wraps anyway. But if you're doing business around the world and you already have alliances around the world, why would you even put up with this bullshit? Just move your main offices. And, you know, they say that it's expansion. Okay, well, once you expand into Dubai, all you have to do is, you know, shift your focus there, and no matter what the SEC decides. And again, I think it'll wrap by the end of third quarter of this year, 2023. But this has been a major thorn in the side of Ripple and XRP. And for those of you that are in the XRP community or part of the XRP army per se, this is good news. This is great news, because that's a lot of money running through the financial system. And on the daily, this kind of money moves around the world. Why wouldn't you want a bridge currency to work behind the scenes like SWIFT? I'll bring it up one more time for those of you that are new, but I've mentioned it, and I have, I think, over 60 videos now. But SWIFT is in the back office of your, you know, main banking account. If you've ever moved money out of the country, like I used to when I lived out of country twice, it has to move through SWIFT, which is very slow. It takes 4 to 7 business days. They charge you accordingly if you're moving thousands around to pay bills or just whatever it is that you're doing out of country. And I happen to be living out of the country both times. It's just how it's done. And now, I mean, when I think about it, wow, I could have moved money in 1, 2, 3, done, seconds, and then taken care of business. And the charges, the fees to do that with something like XRP Ledger, would have been nominal, and it would have been immediate. So this is eventually going to happen once they flip the switch to ODL, on-demand liquidity, and it's coming, people. It is coming. So the coin will have to move up in price. Everybody loves to say, okay, look, it's at 45 cents today, and I'll be doing a video about more trading using XRP in upcoming days and weeks, because that's what I'm going to do with it. But I got to tell you that probably should have been doing it all along, honestly. But it's just new to UPHOLD, which is the only exchange that an American can buy XRP on at this point in time. So that's why, you know, I didn't do it, because I was looking at different exchanges to trade on. They don't work well for either me as a United States, you know, American citizen, or they just make you pair up with, you know, like, let's say XRP up against Bitcoin, and I don't really want to get involved in that. That's just too complex. I don't want to think that much. I mean, you could say, well, why don't you research that and just do it? But I don't want to. You know, that's the bottom line. I just don't want to. I want to buy it low, sell it high, and rebuy when it drops again. That's what I'm doing. So this is excellent news, and I think that there'll be a lot more good news coming our way very soon, so stick with it. This is not financial advice. It's just what I do, and I'm sharing, and education, entertainment purposes only. If you get something out of the content of these videos of mine, please hit the subscribe bell and hit the all notification on that little bell. And if you give me a thumbs up to put me up in the algorithms, I would really appreciate that. And I think I'm going to wrap it right here. I think, you know, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know when it's going to go to, you know, $1.50 or $5 or whatever it is. But make sure if you're holding the bag of XRP that you have some goal numbers in mind where you're going to take some profit, because, you know, the last thing I want to see you do is hold on to, you know, let's say a big chunk of XRP and wait for it to go up to 5.89, because you can be waiting some time, right? But if you bought it like I did between 17 and 38 cents, right? That's the majority of the bag I hold. Doing a little trading, you know, selling it off at, you know, 50 cents, $1.50, 10% of it maybe, 5%, whatever you choose. And then buying in when it drops back down, because it's bound to market correct and do all that kind of stuff, you know, bounce up and down for a bit before it skyrockets. It's not going to go straight from 45 cents up to 5.89 or 2,500 or 10,000. But all those things will happen over the years, and we're only in 2023. I'm going to tell you, by 2030, I think it'll be a bargain to be buying XRP in the $5 to $25 range. So, you know, it's just what I think. Don't buy anything without doing your own research on anything. But that's my opinion, okay? And I'm just sharing it with you. And I love you all, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks so much for being with me. Ciao for now.